completions.
I'm getting a C-section.
We have someone on standby.
I've been trying really hard, you guys, to stay positive. I'm allergic to pregnancy. I wanted to do a non-assisted birth, but I get diagnosed with new illnesses every single day.
How much weight did you gain?
It is what it is, mate. I'm tired of this.
What's
hey
going
guys.
on? You know what time it is.
It's nakaanddom.
So a lot of people have sent us some DMs and there are some questions that we thought we addressed and get right into it. So these are questions that were in the comments or sent to us by DMs. These are very interesting that we thought that we'd share and kind of discuss because these have been asked multiple times. All right, so first question, why are you doing a home birth? Good question.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, right?
Like, what? Why not? I don't know. It just happened. Like, I just couldn't find a good gynecologist that I like. And then I decided to meet up with a midwife because I was like, let me see what these midwives are about. I really like the midwife and she's very experienced. And yeah, that's how it happened. There's no
specific reason.
Yeah. Like,
I think it was a multiple different things that happened that came to the conclusion.
Yeah.
And I think it was something that Naka and I always wanted to do, at least try it, you know?
I wanted to do a non-assisted birth, but
yeah, she was a little extreme. Yeah, she wanted to do like non-assisted by herself, just me here. I'm like, yo,
it looks so easy.
I ain't ready for that.
The second baby's gonna be like that because you already know what to do.
I think there's a trust level sometimes too that like we don't necessarily we had bad experiences with doctors throughout this journey. So I think that was one of the reasons. The other things that when you have a home birth, we feel that when you have people in your house doing the home birth with you, they are for you 100%. I think in the hospitals,
I get too stressed, guys.
Stress is a big one, and I think in the back of your head you're always asking if they're genuine or you know.
It's a money business, mate. They gotta make money somehow. It is a business at the end of the day. So, and like if they say something like, is it truly that? Like, do they really have your best interest at heart? Because a lot of doctors that we have I saw the nurses, they exchange babies at the birth. They do all mates. I watched the news.
And like the other thing too is like if you have someone who knows what your birthing plan is, and that, for example, you know, like if something happens or like, okay, there's complications, you have to have a C-section, but like maybe that's not the case. Like what if you have someone else that could be like, actually, let's try this first. Like they're not rushed, you know, like they're gonna go through every single step and then do the plan B, right? They're not gonna jump to plan B because you're scheduled, you know, or whatever, right? But that's just our experience. I think that we're not for one or for another one, or there's not a right or wrong.
It's really not that deep, mates.
And everyone is different, right? So it actually, it's not
that deep.
This kind of goes into the other question. What will you do if you have birthing complications?
I'm getting a C-section.
Yeah, right. And like I think that's another important thing. Like when you plan plan to not be fixed on only one thing. Like we're not specifically just fixed on the home birth. We're gonna try it, and then if something doesn't go according to plan, or if there's something wrong,
cut me up.
Complications.
Cut me up. I don't have time for that. Like, yo, knowing myself, Dominic, I'm gonna be like, cut it, get it out. Like, that's so much. Cut it. Like, I've suffered too much in this pregnancy. Like, I don't have time for these little games. Like,
I think that's another thing that's very important if you do plan for a home birth, is to have plan B, or like have, you know, try to think of every single scenario that could happen and plan for that, right?
Like we have a hospital. Well, we haven't picked the hospital, but we're going to hospital shopping. We're going to meet the gynecologist, like the doctors there. Like, I really want Sesame to have the best birth out there.
And our midwife does work with the hospital as well too, right? I think it's always to plan for the worst but expect the best. So that's kind of what we're
Who's planning for the worst, mate?
Yeah, like be ready for the worst but expect the best.
I'm planning for the best, but I don't have time for the worst. No. I don't play around.
No, she don't play around.
Yeah.
If there is complications, we have someone on standby.
Yeah.
And then we go to the hospital and then continue the process there. Our midwife, we do trust her, and we do trust that she has our best interests at heart. So if she's like, yo, you gotta go right now, we're gonna go right now. If she's like, okay, I've dealt with this before, we can try this first, and we still have a lot of time, it's not emergency, we're gonna listen to her advice, right? So that's like kind of the point of having someone who's there 100 for you. Naka picked this hat for me, by the way.
It's nice, huh?
You like it?
Yeah, Dominic didn't like it at first.
I saw it,
I saw it and I was like, no, I like it, get it. It would have been nice and white, but white gets dirty fast.
Yeah, and didn't have one too.
Yeah, it's sexy daddy.
You're sexy mama. Thank
Me.
you. Now that you're in the third trimester, have you noticed anything different compared to the first or second? What has changed?
My mindset, I'm more positive because
that's true.
I'm at the end, right? I've been trying really, really, really hard, you guys, to stay positive, and it's very hard for me to stay positive. I know that I make videos and I'm all giddy and happy, but mate, it's not all sunshines and rainbow. But my mindset has shifted because I'm like, you're almost done, and then you never have to do this again. So
never have to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad the other day, and I was like crying on the phone because I was in pain. I was like, I don't ever want to do this again. He's like, you don't have to. You know, people only have like one child nowadays. It's okay. He was like, that's fine. Like, one is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been trying to have a better mindset. I'm less sick. I still have my saliva, but the spitting is still there. My dad said I'm spitting. He was like, oh, he's gonna have a lot of hair then.
And she started to have, actually, that she never had before, a little bit of heartburn.
Yeah.
That she never had first and second. And a little bit more headaches that she never had before. But they're not like migraines. And blood pressure's fine, so that's fine.
But the headaches...
urination.
Yeah.
But that's normal, obviously.
The headaches is only because... So before I used to drink a lot of water at night, right? But now at night, when I wake up to go to the bathroom, I'm not going to drink water. So I play myself. So I wake up and I have a little headache, but then I just drink water and it goes away. So I get lazy at night, and I'm still not going to drink water at night.
And because that makes you pee.
Yeah.
And then there's more urination, but that's normal because obviously he's on your bladder, he's bigger, so it's normal. Another thing that you're sleeping, you'll eat less at night. That I noticed, but you'll get up for different reasons. So like now, because he's stronger, Sesame's not gonna let her sleep. When he punches or kicks, she's actually gonna get out, because like if he's too active, she'll actually get up and walk to like calm him down. Like I don't put him to sleep, or I don't know what's going on, but literally walk like 45 minutes, an hour, and then go back to bed.
And then he sleeps.
Yeah. This actually goes into the next question, but to finish off this question, I think that's mainly like the things. So obviously compared to the first one, less sickness, less nausea, less throwing up. If you are sick, it lasts like 1.5 days, maybe 1 day, you know, and like oftentimes it'll be like just that food that comes out, and then you just feel uneasy for the rest of the day until whatever. But before it was like meal after meal after meal, right?
Meal,
So that's better. More tired, definitely. I've noticed that you're a lot more tired. Sleep for more, like your naps, and you eat a little bit less, I would say.
I don't sleep that much. I didn't take a nap today. Oh yeah, I did.
You see what I mean? Brain fog, memory, a little bit more memory lost. I guess it's just the small little things, you know. It's funny, it was cute. And so that goes into the next question. What does it feel like when Sesame kicks? What does it feel like when he kicks? He moves, he punches.
It feels like, you know, when you eat something that's rotten or that's not good and your stomach is like growling.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
It's definitely strong, because sometimes when I put my hand there and he's moving, he's like doing cartwheels.
He just punched me.
Yeah.
Sesame doesn't like when you touch his stomach.
Yeah,
he's like, get your dirty hands off of me.
You're in my space.
Yeah, it just feels like, you know, when you eat something bad, like when your stomach hurts, when you eat like cheese or whatever, and your stomach's like hurting, cramps-ish. That's what it feels like.
Interesting. I wonder if it's gonna change as he gets big. I've seen some videos where they like move the
But
stomach.
Sesame's not that bad though.
No.
He's very gentle.
We like the movements. We like the kicks. How far apart will you have your next baby? I think we're not really thinking about the next one. We kind of focus on this one.
You know what's sad is that I'm the type of person that I really wanted to have a lot of kids, right? And I always thought I would have a lot of kids, and I still tell myself, oh, like I'm gonna have, you know, like more than one. But it's just like there's a block when I think of multiple kids. I can't see myself doing this again, you know. And it's very sad because I would love for us to have a big family, but I just don't see myself having another one after Sesame. People are like, you're gonna have baby fever. I'm not. Like, knowing myself, I'm not gonna want to do this again. So I don't know, maybe, but you know, I have 3 brothers. They gonna have kids. They can hang out.
I think like a big factor is going to be how the birth goes, and obviously recovery and after the birth.
Yeah.
So this question, we're gonna have to get back to it.
Yeah, we're actually talking about it the other day, me and Dominic. We're talking about how we're okay with one baby. Like,
I think 2 years. We're gonna have another one in 2 years.
Speak for yourself, babe. We're gonna get a surrogate.
That's what we said. I think like minimum would probably be like 2 years, depending how things go.
Yeah, I would like to have another boy so that Sesame has a best friend. It's probably gonna be another boy. I feel like a lot of people that give birth, they have the same gender. Like if you have a boy first,
it's like
you get another
boy, or like girl, whatever.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna have another boy.
Yeah, we're gonna see. It'd be nice to have a little princess too in the future, you know?
Yeah.
And I just thought of another symptom in this trimester. You get more eye boogers.
Yeah, it's so nasty.
Yeah, more mucus, I guess. I'm not sure. Last question, bunch of people. This is like the trending topic of people asking or speculating. I don't know what you want to call it. Are you having quintuplets? No, I'm kidding.
No.
It's How much weight did you gain? You don't have to answer that. It's entirely up to you.
I don't care. I gained 100 pounds.
No, not from the pregnancy. You're at 70. About 80.
I'm gonna gain 100 pounds from this pregnancy.
Yeah, you're about, like 75, 80.
Yeah.
From the moment you were pregnant.
Yeah. So it's crazy. I watched our old videos.
But it was interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Like I say, it's interesting because before you got pregnant, like 1 or 2 months before is when you started to gain weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. Like your diet was a little bit different, but not that different. But you gained like a good 10, 15 before you got. It was like almost like your body was preparing.
Sadly.
And then you got pregnant.
Yeah. So this pregnancy, I'm predicting to gain 100 pounds. Oh, mate. But you know what's crazy? We're looking at our old videos and I was just like, wow, I can't believe it. Sesame's always been showing. Yeah.
I think that is also something to keep in mind. And something that we've learned and that a lot of people can take from our experience is that every woman is different. You know, some people gain 20 pounds, 15 pounds, whatever. Some people lose weight. Some people gain 100. The weight gain or the weight loss during pregnancy there is no correlation to if the baby is healthy or not. There are a lot of other factors because you can't associate weight gain or how your stomach is specifically to the healthier baby. Your doctor and only your doctor will tell you if the baby is healthy.
I gained a lot of weight, but I'm extremely healthy. Like my body is extremely healthy. And then I have a friend that she gained like 20 pounds, I think, but her baby's suffering, mate. So it's just like, just because someone's bigger doesn't mean they're unhealthy, like, mate.
And the size of the belly or the stomach is no indication if it's twins, if it's triplets or whatever. Like someone who is 6 feet and someone who is 5 feet or 4.5 feet, obviously the belly size is different. The baby ain't got that much place to go. So the belly is going to look differently. So there is no specific indication of
just because your sister, friends, brother, uncle, oh, they were this, oh, they were that big, they had this. Girl, I'm not your sister, your uncle, your daughter.
It's because like there's one story or a couple people or even 50 people that you know that it happened that way. Causation is not correlation. It doesn't mean that every single woman, there's millions of women. I do think that a lot of people can learn from our experience.
Yeah, and for me, I don't mind sharing how much I weigh. We've done videos. I step on the scale and show you guys just because I know that I'm gonna lose the weight. Like weight is nothing to me. I've lost it before, so, and I'm not worried about when Sesame comes. At first, I was insecure because people made me feel like I was ugly. They were like, "Oh, your stomach is this, and that." But then now I'm like, ugh, I go on these people's pages and I'm like, you know what? It's not worth being sad.
I think that you empower a lot of women too, because there's a lot of women that go through what you go through pregnancy that have different bellies. It's almost like a thing where people bully them or like they shame them because they don't have what I don't know what a pregnant stomach is supposed to look like, but because they think that is different than what they have in their head, then they say all these comments, and I
never
don't know
knew
how you can take those comments.
And I never knew gaining weight while you're pregnant was such a bad thing,
right? Or having a bigger belly or whatever.
I get diagnosed with new illnesses every single day, you guys.
These online doctors, too much.
Oh my lord! Like, mates, when you're pregnant, you go to the doctor regularly.
You get blood
especially
work.
like me, I go to the doctor regularly. I get blood work regularly. Like, you know, like, I'm just putting it out there, guys.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, people think that you don't go to the doctor. So, you know, people, stop diagnosing me with your illnesses. I don't have any of that. I am extremely healthy. Or putting that
onto people.
Yeah, like, that's weird. Like, oh, you have this, your feet are swollen because you have preeclampsia. Mate, people don't know the correlation between preeclampsia and swollen feet. Like, you guys are not doctors. Like, just
I think there's a way to say it.
Yeah, just because your sister had that, just because you had that, doesn't mean I have that. Oh my gosh, she gained a lot of weight. Yes, women gain a lot of weight. Like, it is what it is. I'm allergic to pregnancy. When you're allergic to things, you blow up. If you've ever had an allergy, you know what it's like. That's me with pregnancy, mates. It is what it is, mates. I'm tired of this.
Also, guys, as some of you may or may not know, it is Labor Day, probably when you're going to be watching this video. So we're going to do a huge Labor Day sale for the community. So click the link in the description down below. Join the community. There's going to be a sale. It's going to be the only sale we're going to do probably until Black Friday. So now's your chance. We're super excited to have you guys there and for the future of all the amazing things that are going to come to it.
Yes, mate. So click the link down below and join our community.
Smash that button, comment, subscribe.
Toodaloo.
And talk to you soon.